She won't take swings just from one spot on that front row. They'll move her around. They'll give her swings out of the back row. But for the most part, she sees about a double block, as teams in the scouting report know, to find number 22 in white and just shadow her around the floor. Let's look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Three River, your area telecommunications and technology leader. We'll take a break here from some of the folks who make these broadcasts possible. We'll come back with the first serve between the Bulldogs and the Broncos. High school volleyball triangular from Rock County, match number 2 between Ainsworth and Stuart when we come back.
Fill your tank and your tummy at First Stop in Atkinson, a locally owned gym with plenty of surprises waiting for you beyond the pump. Aisles of snacks, fountain pop and beverage choices, coffee and cappuccino, a great liquor selection, flavor burst ice cream, hot and ready fare, including their legendary roasted chicken and brisket too. To-go orders are welcome. They know you're on the move, and they're here to help at First Stop, East Highway 20 Atkinson.
Depend on the pros. When it comes to customer satisfaction and fair prices on electrical, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning work, call on Pro Electric and HVAC of Ainsworth. Trent Kinney at 382-5535.
Nebraska Beef. It's what's for dinner. Miles Feedlot, Mark and Haley Miles, are proud to support Ainsworth Community School students moving forward in academics, athletics, fine arts, and organization. Go Bulldogs!
Jones Salvage of Ainsworth, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics, has new steel and windbreak steel available, tractors and vehicles, and pays competitive prices for scrap iron, vehicles, and farm machinery. Call Tom at 402-382-8004 or Willie at 402-382-8784. Grain movement and marketing. For independent grain marketing, contact Pride Grain, located on Highway 20 between Long Pine and Bassett. They have a variety of marketing tools available to meet your individual marketing plan. Visit with Brad Wilkins at Pride Grain. They're proud to be a supporter of local athletics.
Palmer Law Group, LLC, attorney at law in Ainsworth. They focus on you, the client, with complete legal services and with reasonable fees. Rob Palmer of Palmer Law Group, LLC, 121 East 2nd Street, a member of the KBRB Sportscasters Club.
When you're shopping for a new ride, you want the best. The best selection, the best trade-in value, the best deal, and, of course, the best service. The answer? The Drive-In to Fall event that's going on now at Prater's. Qualified buyers get exclusive deals on new Ram and Jeep models. Like the leaves on the trees, prices are falling on every unit on the lot. Stop in at William Prater Company, CDJR in O'Neill, where service is a family tradition. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
We welcome you back on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, KBRB.net. New batch of sportscasters as we welcome in our Ainsworth sportscasters to go along with our Stuart and Westholt sportscasters, bringing you this matchup here on a neutral court at Bassett. As the Bulldogs and Stuart Broncos shake hands, we're ready to go with match number 2. Bulldogs in their white jerseys with the red numbers and letters and the red and black stripe on the sleeve, black trunks. Libero Lily Beal in red with the white numbers and letters. Broncos stay in their short sleeve black uniforms with the maroon letters and the white numbers, the black trunks. Libero Cecilia Addison, number 4, wearing white with maroon numbers and letters. The Broncos will go right to left as we call this one, north to south. That's the side they were on against North Central. And the Knights took that match 25-16, 25-17. Broncos will try to get back to the 500 mark by getting a split of this triangular. And Ainsworth trying to pick up win number 6 and pick up their 4th win in 7 matches. Willa Flynn will be the first server for the Bulldogs as the setter starts out at the line. And we are ready to roll. Best 2 of 3 sets, rally scoring to 25. Good serve handled nicely by Cole. They set it up for Caro, but that serve kind of spun sideways off of the hands of Kira Tubbs. She says, my bad to Alyssa, as that hitting error gives the first point to the Bulldogs. Flynn runs under another jump serve, sends a bullet down the line, pulled up nicely by Cecilia Addison. Bump set. It'll lead to a free pass across to the Bulldogs. Ainsworth goes middle for Jaylee Good through the block of Sheffield and down as Jaylee Good gets the first kill of the match. And it's 2-0 Ainsworth.
Well, that was a nice quick arm swing by Jaylee to just rip through the seam of the block.
Flynn with another serve as gets the look from Coach Graff with the clipboard covered zone. Swing for Sheffield, touched on the block, dug across the net by Lily Beal on a dive. Left side, Caro tips it over the double block and into the donut hole, and Alyssa Caro scores the first point for Stuart with a kill. Be interesting to see, Connie, if Stuart's kill numbers improve in this second match. Had just 3 kills in each set against North Central.
Yeah, they have to improve and eliminate those hitting errors that they had.
Tubbs' serve is going to go wide to the near side. Willa Flynn yells out. You could probably pick that up in the microphone. Service error for Stuart. They only had 4 of those in the loss to North Central. Jaylee Good jump serve, handled by Cole, out of system. They'll set it up for Caro. This one dug by Good. Left side first swing for Grayson Painter, just long down the line. Got a good rip at it, did Grayson, but sent it about 3 or 4 inches wide down in that back corner. 3-2, Broncos within 1. Sheffield with the serve, sends it across to Good. Bump set by Flynn. They'll give the swing to Peyton Sears, and that one about the same distance long as the one from Grayson Painter. Couple quick hitting errors by the Bulldogs, and we're tied up at 3 here in set 1. Sheffield sails a serve long. So the Broncos 2 quick service errors. I think they had only 1 service error in the first set against North Central. Megan Jones with the serve. Sends one down the line, played by Caro. Tubbs chases to get after it. It'll be an ace as Cecilia Addison can't recover to get the third contact over the net. Megan Jones picks up the ace. 5-3 Bulldogs here in set 1. Jones bullet back to the middle. Sheffield, they try to back set 1, does Tubbs, and that will be 4 contacts. In fact, they're going to call Kimberlyn Cole by going across the line. She dove at that one toward the net for third contact. No way to get it across. 6-3 Ainsworth. Another good serve from Jones, handled nicely by Sheffield. Set it up for Wondercheck, and she sends one long from the middle. And all of a sudden, the Bulldogs on a 4-point run, lead at 7-3. Best 2 of 3 sets to 25 in rally scoring. Have to win by 2. Serve receive way up toward the rafters by Carroll. Swing for Cecilia Addison is dug cross court by Jones. Left side rip for Grayson Painter. Grayson sends another one long and kind of slaps her hands together in a little frustration as Grayson's first 2 swings just sail a bit.
Yeah, she's getting behind the ball a little bit instead of getting on top of it. Snap that wrist down.
7-4 Ainsworth. Cecilia Addison with a good serve, handled nicely by Jaylee Good, and it'll lead to a free pass across by Ava Graff in to play the middle. Stewart goes to Kimberlyn Cole. Roll shot dug nicely by Jaylee Good. Bump set it outside for Painter. Flat-footed swing pulled up by Cecilia Addison and set across by Sheffield. Graff is there. Here is Grayson having to back way up toward the official chair. Can't do much with that. Hit it into the net. Misfire on the set. Error on the Bulldogs. 7-5. Stewart within 2. Coach Dexter showing the number behind the clipboard to Cecilia Addison. This serve played by Beal, but catches the rafter and gets it away from Flynn. That'll be an ace for Cecilia Addison. Not a real low ceiling like we see in a few gymnasiums, but those rafters do come into play here at Rock County.
Well, and Addison is serving really aggressive. She's serving a really hard line drive serve, and now she comes with the short floater.
That's kind of going from the fastball to the changeup, and it's down in front of 2 diving Bulldogs, and we are tied at 7. Good run here for Cecilia Addison at the service line. Back-to-back aces. 7 apiece. Cecilia goes with a short serve again. This time it's Flynn that handles it, but the Bulldogs out of system will send a free pass over. Tubbs sets it up for Claire Rum, who was tight to the net, could only bump it across. Bulldogs go left side. Painter down the line, dug by Cecilia Addison. Left side swing, here's Rum into the middle. Jaylee Good is there for the dig. Back to Painter, sends one cross court, off of Sheffield and into the official chair, and there's the first kill for leading attacker Grayson Painter. Had 3 errors, but gets the kill there cross court. And Ainsworth retakes the lead. 8-7 on your Tri-County Bank scoreboard, set number 1. Peyton Sears with the jump serve. Sends it across to Cecilia Addison. Wondercheck will set it up for Cole off the block. and dug by Flynn, put over by Sears. Back comes Stuart. Rum with the swing, cross court and right on the line. Claire Rum with the big cross court swing from the left side, and we are tied at 8 here in the opening set. Ainsworth and North Central will meet for the third time in match number 3. That serve may have been long. Good play by Flynn to keep it alive, but Ainsworth can't get it across in 3, and that'll be an ace for Allie Wondercheck. So 3 ace serves now for Stuart after the 2 early errors. Broncos have the lead at 9-8. Wondercheck serve played by Good. Might have gone out of bounds. They set it up for Flynn, who pokes one over the block. Sheffield is there. Left side, here's Claire Rum down the line. Nice bring up by Sears, put over in 2 by Painter. Over dig, put back by Painter, and dug across the net. Bulldogs have it. Painter off the block and down this time for Grayson. Connie, is that getting close to what you'd call the carry or the throw almost?
I was going to say it's kind of a power tip.
You see that? We'll call that the Becca Alec. We see that a lot from Becca at the college level. Tied at 9 on Painter's second kill, and there's an ace serve for Grayson. Goes down the line, picks up the second ace serve for the Bulldogs, and now Ainsworth back on top. 10-9. Grayson, the 5'9 junior, 3-year starter for this Bulldog team. This one tickles the net, is played across and out of bounds as Lily Beal was all set to play it across the net. Somebody else, a teammate, yelled out and Lily backed away at the last moment. So back-to-back ace serves for Painter. 11-9, Ainsworth by 2 now on a 3-point run. Another tough serve handled by Wondercheck. Tubbs sets it up for Rum, sets it into the middle. Grayson is there. Flynn pushes left for Jaylee Good. Touched on the block, dug by Cecilia Addison. Tubbs chases it down, and Rum pushes one across. Painter there. Flynn will set up for Graff, and Ava's first swing from the middle is long. Error on the Bulldogs, 11-10. Ava looks at her mother for a little guidance after swinging one long from her first swing in the middle. 11-10. The serve across to Beal. Flynn will set it up for Jaylee Good left side, and that one sails long. Now the Bulldogs committing some errors as Stuart has tied it up. 11 apiece here in the first set. Serve played across to Good. They'll bump set it back row. Painter sets it over. Cecilia Addison is there. Tubbs will set it up for Sheffield. Good rip, but blocked by Graff and down. Blocked and right up toward the net and the very top of the net, and it comes down on the Stuart side and falls. An ace block for freshman Ava Graff. 12-11, Ainsworth on top. Lily Beal a jump serve across to Cole. Chased down by Tubbs, sets it up in the middle for Rum. Sets it over to Sears. Flynn goes to Jaylee Good, touched off the block, and a double contact as that'll be a kill for Jaylee Good, her second. Ainsworth leads 13-11. Competitive first set as we expected, Connie.
Yes, serving is the key right now for both teams.
Serve for Beal, played by Wondercheck. It's down for an ace. May have been long, but Lily Beal picks up the ace serve, and now Ainsworth with a 3-point advantage. 14-11 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Best 2 of 3 sets to 25. Serve for Beal, another tough one, played into the net. Nice job by Tubbs to keep it alive, and a good play by Sheffield to keep it inside the antenna on a tough line. Tough angle. This one by Jones is pulled up by the Broncos. Got it across in 3 did Tubbs. Here's Good in the middle. Tips it away from the double block and finds a little opening. Good court vision for Jaylee Good for her third kill.
That was a great play by Jaylee. She saw the block, double block, and just tipped it right over to the whole area between the center court and the 10-foot line.
Another good serve for Beal. Chased down by Tubbs on second contact. Back row swing for Cecilia Addison is into the net. Coach Dexter may need a timeout, and we are going to get that timeout as the Bulldogs on a run here in the mid stages of set number 1 of match 2 from Bassett on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Bulldogs have built a 16-11 lead.
Parkside Manor in Stuart, Nebraska is proud to offer services that meet the healthcare needs of our area residents. This community-owned, licensed Medicare skilled nursing facility, offers 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week professional nursing services, including hospice, adult daycare, and respite care. Parkside Manor offers both short-term rehabilitation and long-term care. Parkside Manor in Stuart. Our business is caring. Call today, 402-924-3601.
Greg Kinsey, Connie Lentz bringing you the call tonight here from Rock County High School. And a big thanks to Rock County as they are feeding our audio onto their video of this matchup here this evening. It is match number 2. North Central won in match 1 over Stuart 25-16, 25-17. Just a reminder, coming up, we will have the Westhold Huskies taking on Wausau over on FM 92 in the web. Off the timeout, Lily Beal a chance to continue the service run. Bulldogs have scored 5 straight as Beal's serve is just out of bounds wide. We talk so much, Connie, get it in off the timeout, and that one just misfires.
Right, that's so important to just get it over and in after that timeout to keep the run going.
So good timeout from Coach Dexter. Broncos get the point, 16-12 Ainsworth. Claire Rum runs under a jump serve, sends it across to Good. Ainsworth will set it up for Megan Jones. Good swing, touched on the block, dug by Rum, but nobody can get to second contact, and that's a kill for Megan Jones. Off that left pin, took a good swing at that one. 17-12 Bulldogs. We've been through one rotation as Willa Flynn back to the service line. The Bulldogs setter fires one across to Cole, chased down by Tubbs, and Sheffield sets it across. Painter is there. Flynn will go middle to Jaylee Good, touched on the block. Nice dig across the net by Wondercheck, but put down by Megan Jones on first contact. Good diving dig by Wondercheck, but it traveled a little too far, and Jones put it away. 18-12, Bulldogs by 6. Another good serve for Flynn. Played tight to the net, and Jones tries to put it away again. Saved by Sheffield. Bulldogs control out to Jones into the middle, dug by Cecilia Addison. They go left side for Caro, touched on the block, dug by Grayson Painter. And the Bulldogs, good play by Willa Flynn to get third contact across. With her back to the net, swing from Tubbs, dug by Painter, long rally. Swing for Sears is off the block and down. Freshman Peyton Sears puts away a long rally with her first kill.
Well, that was excellent moving it around. It had gone outside to Megan Jones, and then that back set to the right side. Just changed the defense.
Tough serve for Flynn, handled by Cole. A free pass across to the Bulldogs. Can they take advantage up 7? They back set it again to Sears, this time into the net for Peyton. Point for the Broncos, but Ainsworth a 19-13 advantage here in set number 1. Kira Tubbs back to the service line once again for Stuart. She's the first server to get there twice. Swing for Sears again down the line. This one pulled up by Cecilia Addison. Sheffield in the middle, tips it away from the block. Off of Sears and down. Sheffield picks up her first kill, 19-14.
And that was great of Sheffield to take it across her body to the right side of Ainsworth's court.
Tubbs a bullet down the line. Painter's receive is into the net. Good job by Jones to dig it out of there. The Bulldogs get it across. Sheffield again tips it away from the block. Kept alive by Sears, but a joust. One at the net by Sheffield. 2 kills for Peyton. And the Bulldogs' 7-point lead has been cut to 4. 19-15 Ainsworth. Kira Tubbs having a nice run here at the line. Sends one back deep to Beal. Tight to the net. Good job by Flynn to dig it out of there, but nobody could find it on third contact. That's an ace for Kira Tubbs. May only see one more go before Coach Graff spins her first time out. 19-16, 4 in a row for the Broncos. Serve handled by Beal way up high. Flynn sets it up for Jones. Into the middle, dug by Cole. Bump set, and a free pass across from the back by Addison. Here comes Ainsworth, back to Jaylee Good in the middle, tips it away from the double block. It's deflected and down. 4 kills in the opening set for Jaylee Good, and the Bulldogs the first to Connie's red zone at 20-16. This one played across to Cole, right side swing. Sheffield is dug by Jaylee Good. Painter swing, blocked back but covered by Grayson. Good job by Beal to save it, and the Bulldogs keep the point alive. Broncos go in the middle to Sheffield. Touched on the block by Jones, dug by Beal. It is a joust at the net, won by Painter and out of bounds. Grayson picks up her third kill, and the Bulldogs have answered with 2 straight to take a 21-16 lead. Jaylee Good with the serve. Sends it across to freshman Wondercheck. And she'll have to send across third contact. Bulldogs get a swing for Painter, but it's into the net. 21-17. Broncos down 4. Peyton Sheffield will try to get the Broncos a little tighter at the line. She sends one across to Painter. Flynn goes right back to Grayson, left side. There's a huge rip off the block of freshman Kimberlyn Cole and all the way to the back wall. Big swing there from Grayson Painter. She and Jaylee Good now with 4 kills each.
Yeah, Grayson needed that swing. She'd had several hitting errors, and then she'd been tipping.
Jones, a tough serve down the line. Caro plays it. Good job by Tubbs digging it out of the net. But third contact from Wondercheck goes out of bounds wide. And the Bulldogs are 2 points away from the opening set. 23-17, and there's the second timeout used by Coach Jordan Dexter of the Broncos. Bulldogs 2 away from the opening set, 23-17 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We're back with more volleyball triangular action from Bassett after this.
Local news personalized with pictures. The Ainsworth Star-Journal, serving the community for more than 140 years. To subscribe or for assistance in promoting your business, contact the Ainsworth Star-Journal at 387-2844. Buckley Steel of Ainsworth, Rain System Construction, Millwright Services, Dryer Repair and Support, Crane and Bucket Truck Services, and Design Planning. Consulting from the respected leader in the ag industry, Buckley Steel, 387-0347.
Join those who have not only found relief from pain, but a pathway to wellness with Finish Line Chiropractic. They're proud to offer soft-like tissue regeneration at the O'Neill office and in Bassett at the Rock County Hospital on Tuesdays. For appointments, go to finishlinehealth.com.
Off the timeout, the serve, a good one from Megan Jones. Bulldogs 2 away. The swing for Carroll. Off the block, dug by Flynn. Kept alive by the Bulldogs, but Graff can't get it across in 3, and that'll be a much-needed point for Stuart. Broncos get the point off the Coach Dexter timeout, 23-18, but Stuart will have to go on a run here to avoid going down set point. They have maybe one of their top couple servers at the line to do it, and Cecilia Addison sends a bullet into the middle, played nicely by Jaylee Good. Grayson Painter rises up off the block, dug across the net by Sheffield. Bulldogs this time in the middle for Graff, poked it across, dug across the net by Sheffield again. Now back to Grayson, touched on the block and down. Grayson Painter, her 5th kill, has given the Bulldogs a set point at 24-18. Good defense there by Sheffield on a couple of diving plays, but they both went across the net, and the Bulldogs just kept hammering away. Peyton Sears on match point, sends a serve into the net. Just the second service error for Ainsworth in the opening set, but Stewart saves set point number 1. Here comes set point number 2 at 24-19. Wondercheck, a good serve, played nicely by Painter. They set it up for Grayson in the middle, and that one is out. No touch at the net, and Stewart survives set point number 2. 24-20. Wondercheck to serve. Sends that one just wide on the near side. Third Stewart error and gives Ainsworth the set. 25-20 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Bulldogs take set number 1 from the Broncos. We'll come back with set 2 after you hear from our fine sportscasters from Ainsworth and Stuart Westholt. Bulldogs a set away from getting a win here on a neutral floor. Broncos will try to force a set 3 when we come back.
Hello, I'm Kirk Peterson, an investment advisor representative with Peterson Asset Protection Group. I can help you get your finances in order by taking a look at the big picture. I'll consider your estate, retirement investments, and tax strategies. Let Peterson Asset Protection Group help you put your financial house in order.
Keeping strong roots builds a family tree. Whether it be carpools, coaching, running an errand for a neighbor, or taking tickets at an area ball game, Dr. John Tubbs, Dr. Jordan Coons, and providers Kara Swanson, Erica Tubbs, Jeannie Lively, and Amelia McCumber have their roots planted firmly in our communities. You know the old saying, it takes a village? Place your family's help in good hands. Greater Sandhills Family Healthcare, conveniently located in Bassett, Stuart, and Atkinson. Put your project in good hands with John Furno Construction, offering complete general contracting services, home renos, window installs, siding, roofing, decks, new builds, you name it. Call on John Furno Construction at 402-382-8093.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Dr. Kathy Heinrich serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from 8 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday with Dr. Kathy Heinrich at Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Call 402-387-1531 for an appointment.
The Mundhank Agency of Ainsworth has provided quality insurance protection to area individuals, families, and businesses for more than 60 years. For quality coverage and fair rates, visit your trusted choice agent of the Sandhills, the Mundhank Agency of Ainsworth. Well, Connie, a competitive first set as expected, but just like in set one, Broncos having a hard time putting the ball away with clean kills. They had just 6 kills total, 3 in each set against North Central, only 4 in that opening set against Ainsworth, while the Bulldogs countered with a dozen.
Right, and I had Tubbs with 3 assists for Stuart, and for Ainsworth, I had Willa Flynn with 10 and Lily Beal with 1.
5 kills for Grayson Painter. Got off to a little bit of a cold start, but started heating up toward the latter stages of set 1. Jaylee Good with 4 kills. Start set 2, Broncos with the serve, going right to left, north to south, as we call it here from Rock County. Overpass is going to be put away by Peyton Sheffield. Good dig for Sears, but nobody could reach second contact as a couple players bumped into each other. So Sheffield will pick up the kill. 1-0 Stuart in set number 2. Tubbs with the serve, sends it middle to Painter. Flynn in system, goes to Jaylee Good. Off the block, kept alive by Wondercheck on a great play. And a free pass across. Ainsworth will set it up left side for Jones. Good cross-court attack off of Cole and down as Megan Jones with her 3rd kill. Boy, Connie, the Broncos getting production out of Good and Jones really helps take some of the scoring pressure off Grayson Painter.
Yeah, Megan has been playing better of late, having more confidence.
Good serve from Willa Flynn, handled nicely by Cole. They set it up for Sheffield. Cross-court attack dug by Painter. Flynn chases it down, free pass across. Here comes Stewart. Tubbs will go left side for Caro, sets it away from the double block. Jones is there. They go to Jaylee in the middle, who pokes one across the net. Tubbs bump sets for Sheffield, cuts one to the left and just wide, out of bounds. Point Bulldogs, 2-1. That one inches away from being in. Willa Flynn, the setter for the Bulldogs, takes a good swing at a serve. Played nicely by Cole on a dive, and Sheffield will get it across. Flynn goes left side. Megan Jones' swing is into the net. Error on Ainsworth, tied at 2 here in set number 2. Bulldogs took the first, 25-20. We'll have Westholt and Wausau over on 92.7 as well, and Sheffield serve catches the tape and then rockets backward. That tells you how much speed that serve had on it. The whole net about bowed in and shot it back like a rubber band. 4 service errors for Stewart. Served by Jaylee Good, played by Caro. Tubbs will set it up for Cole. Goes down the line. One-handed bring up by Jaylee, but it's into the Bulldog bench as Kimberlyn Cole picks up the kill. And already 2 kills for Stewart in this second set after having only 4 in the first set. So a better job at the net offensively for the Broncos. We're tied at 3. Cecilia Addison to the service line for Stewart. She's in white. The rest of the Broncos in black. Serve played into the net. Good job by Flynn to dig it out. Back row attack for Beal. A good swing. Dug by Sheffield. Rum off the net is a good swing. Poked across to the Bulldogs and back across to Stewart. Now Ainsworth gets a swing from Grayson Painter. Setter dump try is perfect into the campfire for Kira Tubbs. Disguised that beautifully. And the junior setter, or the sophomore setter, gets her first kill. And Stewart has the early 4-3 lead. Good serve from Cecilia Addison. Played nicely by Jaylee Good. They go left side for Grayson. Pokes it down the line. Dug by Tubbs. Bump set it for Claire Rum, who has it touched on the block. Picked up by Good. Back to Painter again, and mistimes the jump, and that one is into the net. 5-3 Stewart here in the second. Stewart already with 3 kills on 5 points in this second set. Serve for Cecilia is just a little long. 5th service error by the Broncos. Into the front row returns freshman Ava Graff as Lily Beal to the bench. Little Barrow for one rotation. Megan Jones' serve played by Sheffield. Wondercheck with a setter dump try. Jones gets there, but into the net, and it's not able to be advanced from there. So it will be Wondercheck picking up the kill. That's a second setter dump that has worked for Stuart, and they've already matched their first set total. 4 kills and 6 points for Stuart with a 2-point lead, trying to force a third set. Serve for Wondercheck, handled nicely by Grayson. She's playing well in the back row. Graff with a swing from the middle. Setter dump try again by Tubbs. This time Beal was ready for it. Bulldogs, though, miscommunicate. Just a free pass across. They go to Rum. Down the line and good for Claire. Second kill for the sophomore, and the Broncos have a 3-point lead in this second set. Stuart trying to avoid a second sweep here at Rock County, as Stuart at 9-10 now on the season. 7-4, Broncos lead the second after Ainsworth took the first, 25-20. Wondercheck, a bullet serve, played nicely again by Grayson. They go left side for Painter, a little roll shot, touched on the block and dug. Here's Rum again, big swing. Back-to-back, Claire Rum and Coach Jerry Graff. We'll see if she's going to use an early timeout as Stuart with some momentum now. 2 big swings from Claire Rum. It's 8-4 Broncos. Wondercheck, another tough serve, played across the net. On the overpass, left side Rum one more time. This time the changeup dug by Flynn. Beal will bump set it for Painter. Grayson cross court, dug by Sheffield. They set it up for Cole in the middle, tips it away from the double block. Bulldogs get to it. Grayson with the swing, off the block and down, and a much-needed point for Ainsworth after the Stuart run. 6 kill for Painter. That was an out-of-system swing, but a good one off the block.
Well, that was a good bump pass by Jaylee Good to put it up for Painter.
8-5, jump serve for freshman Peyton Sears is down for an ace. Sears picks up the ace serve. She's been one of the better servers for the Bulldogs. Just her freshman campaign. She and Ava Graff both seeing varsity time as freshmen. Peyton runs under another jump serve, sends a bullet cross court, played by Wondercheck, kept alive by Tubbs. Rum pokes it into the double block, tried to get the recycle, chased down by Cecilia Addison on a great play to keep the point alive. Now the Bulldogs go back to Grayson Painter. Big rip, dug by Sheffield, kept alive by Tubbs and sent over. Excellent rally here from Stuart. Big rip again for Grayson right on the back line. Bulldogs keep firing away. Broncos doing everything they can to keep the ball off the floor. But Ainsworth from down 4 is back within 1 on a 3-point run. It's 8-7. Sears gets ready to run under another jump serve. Sends one cross court to Wondercheck. Tubbs gets to it, up into the rafter, and nobody can catch third contact. Ace serve, Peyton Sears. And we are tied at 8 as the Bulldogs have erased that early deficit. Impressed by the freshman here, Peyton Sears. She's hitting it hard on that swing, the service line. This one handled by Cecilia Addison. Rum, though, has to back up on it and just sets it across. Ainsworth goes back to Painter, rips it off the block, pushed back over by Tubbs. Played across by Good, but Cecilia Addison is there. Left side swing, Rum. This one just long and no touch at the net. Claire had the hot hand for Stuart in this set. She's up to 3 kills, but it's 9-8 Ainsworth and a 5-point run now for the Bulldogs. That early 4-point lead gone. Another tough serve off of Wondercheck into the back wall. 3 ace serves for Peyton Sears in this rotation. And the Bulldogs 6 in a row to go up 10-8.
Well,
tough serve to handle.
This is a real strong serving rotation for Ainsworth.
Another good serve, Sears. This time Cecilia Addison handles it. They go to Cole. Sets one deep toward the corner. Chased down by Jaylee Good. And Grayson will set one deep. Cecilia Addison runs it down. Here's Rum into the middle. Dug by Good. Flynn tight to the net for Grayson. Good job to get it across. Wondercheck is there. Rum again into the middle. Dug by Peyton Sears way up high. Bulldogs go back to Grayson, and it's going to be a carry call. Yep. They call that carry that time, kind of that basketball dunk play for Grayson. This time they said it stayed on the hand too long. That's a tough judgment call.
Yeah, especially if you take it from behind your head. If it's out in front of you, they have a tendency to let it go. But if you bring it from behind your head, they're going to call it.
In the middle, Painter runs up under this one. Blocked back by Sheffield. Bulldogs control. Graf takes a cross-court swing and down. The freshman gets her first kill to go along with an ace block. And the Ainsworth lead at 11-9, trying to close this one out in 2 and take on the North Central Knights for the third time. Broncos trying to force a third. Grayson runs under a jump serve, sends it across to Cole. Broncos out of system. Sheffield will get it across. Here come the Bulldogs. Flynn sets up Jaylee Good left side, pokes it away from the block, and Tubbs tried to put it over in one, and it went into the net. Hitting error on Tubbs gives the point to the Bulldogs, 12-9. Painter sends this one deep down the line, pulled up way up toward the rafters by Cole. And the swing by Cecilia Addison, back row, is off Grayson Painter and out of bounds. Cecilia Addison picks up the kill. How about that, Connie? I have all 7 Stuart players with at least a kill.
That's amazing. I guess you call that well-balanced attack.
Rum and Peyton Sheffield with 3 each, and then the other 5 girls each with 1. 12-10, Claire Rum runs under a jump serve, sends it back to Beal, and it'll be played across the net by Jaylee Good and down for a kill. That was a great play for Jaylee. At the last minute, Willa Flynn yelling help. Jaylee just using the reflexes, sticks her arms out, sends it over the net, and got it down for her 5th kill.
That's great. That's volleyball. It's reaction, reflexes.
13-10, good serve for Beal, handled by Cole. Swing for Sheffield, a good one, but touched on the block and dug by Painter. Then a swing for Megan Jones is good between 2 back row Bronco players. Jones with her 4th kill, and Ainsworth has gone from an 8-4 deficit. They're on a 10-2 run to take a 14-2 lead here in the second. Bulldogs won the first 25-20. Stuart in danger of going 0-2 in this triangular in the NVC. Free pass across by Stuart on a tough serve by Beal. Bulldogs go to Jaylee Good, pokes it away from the block and finds the campfire. Everything working for Jaylee Good. And the Bulldogs, as there's the timeout from Coach Jordan Dexter, as Ainsworth on an 11-2 run to take a 15-10 lead here in set number 2, match number 2, high school volleyball on KBRB.
Stop in today at Southside Mini Mart, located Highway 20 in Stuart. This family-owned convenience store is dedicated to serving the customers and community in a fast, friendly, and clean atmosphere. Southside offers bases-loaded pizzas, bases-loaded sub sandwiches, and a variety of fruit, numerous grocery items, along with a huge selection of beverages. Southside Mini Mart provides you 24-hour fuel at the pump. Gas or diesel, they have it. And with the large parking lot, they welcome all vehicles. Make sure to stop in Southside Mini Mart, Highway 20 in Stuart.
Yeah, big thanks to the crew at Southside. Get yourself some soft serve when you fill up there at Southside. Get a sub sandwich, pizza, and appreciate all of those Stuart Westholt sportscasters bringing you the broadcast tonight, along with our Bulldog sportscasters, as we are heavy into the fall season. Just 2 regular season football games remaining. We're about a week and a half away from conference tournaments starting and about 2.5 weeks away from district volleyball. Girls golf districts today at Wayne. We'll get you those results as Ainsworth and Westholt competing. Have conference cross country this week, district cross country next week at the Ainsworth Golf Course. Swing for Sheffield off the timeout is saved by Peyton Sears, and then Jaylee Good gets another kill. Bulldogs get the point off the timeout, 16-10. Ainsworth is on a 12-2 run after being down 8-4. Beal, another tough side spinning serve, played nicely by Kimberlyn Cole. Sheffield with a swing in the middle, dug by Sears. Left side, here's Jones, blocked back, covered by the Bulldogs, but they can't get it across. That'll be an ace block for the setter, Kira Tubbs. 16-11. Stuart trailing by 5. They need this set to keep their day alive. As we'll have the Broncos at home against, I believe, Creighton on Thursday. Tip try by Jaylee Good, perfect again. How about the 5'9" junior middle? 8 kills for her.
Well, she's just finding that hole over the block, and she's going to keep doing it until Stuart can pick it up.
Connie, Jaylee averages 1.3 kills per set. She's at 8 midway through set 2. Good serve for Willa Flynn, played nicely by Cole. They go middle for Caro, who goes down the line, pulled up by Painter. Good again, another tip, put back by Sheffield, this time in 1. Back set for Sears, dug by Cecilia Addison on a great play. And a free pass back to the Bulldogs. Flynn goes right back to Good, this time with a harder swing, blocked by Sheffield, poked across, and Sheffield puts it away. But no, then they say the follow-through by Peyton carries into the net. Tough break for Stuart there. 2 great swings for Peyton Sheffield. The second one on first contact, just follow-through, got her into the net. 18-11, but the serve and into the net by Willa Flynn. Just the 3rd service error by the Bulldogs against 7 aces.
Well, Greg, for 3 local teams, this gym is really packed.
Yeah, good crowd on hand. Good jump set by Flynn, setting up Sears for a swing. What a fantastic jump set that was, Connie. And Sears with the big rip at it for her second kill. But that was an excellent jump set by Willa Flynn.
Well, and it started with the pass.
Willa got that one quickly to the outside block, never had a chance to set up. Got a replay as Jaylee sent that serve across early, I believe. And the floor official, Doug Kubik, says that we got some debris over there by the Stuart bench. So they're going to get that. I think somebody lost some of their popcorn on the way over. So it will be the Bulldogs with the serve, leading 19-12. Stuart led this second set 8-4. It has been all Ainsworth since that time, a 15-4 run by the Bulldogs. Good job. Look at that. Kayla Fisher, the Do Everything Activities Director here at Rock County Public Schools. She's getting everything all squared away over by that Bronco bench. Now she says we're good and we're getting ready to go back to play here. Bulldogs took the first 25-20, now lead 19-12 in the second. Broncos in danger of being swept in both matches, and Jaylee Good, after the long delay, tries that short serve. She said, hey, it worked before they stopped me, and gave the jump ball. This time it's a service error. Now Cecilia Addison needs to have a run here to get the Broncos back into this second set, down by 6. And this one catches the tape and shoots backwards.
Yeah, you just have to have your lift higher, like a foot higher than you can reach. So when you contact it, it's on the same level over the net.
20-13 Bulldogs. Good serve deep middle by Jones, played by Sheffield. Setter dump try by Wondercheck. Grayson Painter takes a swing on second contact and hits that one into the net. Teams trading some errors now, 20-14, but the Bulldogs happy to trade side outs at this point, up 6. Wondercheck, a good serve, played nicely by Jaylee Good. And here is Willa Flynn, pokes it over. Cecilia Addison there. They go to Rum on the left side, sends it just long. John Klosterman, the line judge, all over that one, had his eyes right down the line, and it was very close for Rum, but just a touch long.
Yeah. That was what you call a credit card.
Yeah, 21-14, good serve by Sears. And Flynn can't put it away as it's played on a dive by Tubbs to keep it alive. And Painter sets one across. Now can Stuart take advantage? Setter dump try. Lily Beal was waiting for it for the Bulldogs. Painter with the swing through the block and down. Kimberlyn Cole got her hands on it, but couldn't keep it off the floor as Painter picks up her 8th kill. 22-14 Bulldogs, 3 away from a sweep. Peyton Sears, good jump serve is an ace into the corner. How about 4 ace serves for the freshman Connie? She's been impressive. 23-14, the Bulldogs 2 away from a sweep and a matchup against the North Central Knights. Another bullet serve into the seam and another ace for Peyton Sears. Her 5th, and it's match point for the Bulldogs. Boy, the Broncos led this second set 8-4, but since that time, it's been all Ainsworth. Another bullet Sears serve, is kept alive by Tubbs on a good play. Grayson Painter wins it with a kill down the line. And the Bulldogs dominate the latter stretch of set 2 and will pick up the 2-set sweep over the Stuart Broncos, your Tri-County Bank match final. It is Ainsworth